Hey guys, it's day 56, I believe, and I just finished up staying in Troutdale. I can't get my camera on the normal angle that I would because it just started coming down. Dang. So you're gonna be listening to my beard, the bottom of my beard. I hope that's okay. So the last time I was out on trail, it was day 54, and I made it to Dickey Gap, which is at mile 520. And it was a little bit tricky hitching a ride, but eventually we hitched a ride to a place called Troutdale Church Hostel, and I spent a couple of nights there. Took a zero to stay out of the rain, but then of course the rain forecast was a bit overzealous with how much rain it said was going to come down yesterday. And so today I kind of operated under the same principle, thinking, yeah, it's probably not going to rain as much as they say it will. So I'm out here, and it just got pretty heavy. So it's not the best time to take my phone out and do a little video. But if you could see a little better, obviously you'll notice that I have my umbrella, and it does a pretty good job of keeping me dry. So, yeah, got a few squalls passing through, but nothing that's going to keep me down. Hiking into Marion, so at least 14 miles today. I need to do a resupply on my meals. My snacks are in decent shape because I managed to get a ride to a local store nearby Troutdale from a kind gentleman named Pete. Thank you, Pete. And yeah, I'm well rested. I had two spots on the bottoms of my feet a couple days ago that were really bothering me that I think arose from the longer miles that I've been doing lately. And also the fact that I switched down from a pair of Injinji trail runners that had a nice medium-sized cushion to some really thin Injinji socks. Because, you know, it's getting warmer out and I want my feet to be able to breathe. So that's had a chance to heal, which is nice. You know, besides that, just the usual wear and tear, nothing too bad. And the miles are coming pretty easy so far. I feel like I'm in the green tunnel. I've heard a lot about it. Obviously, it's green. I don't know how good that looks. But yeah, and my stoke level is pretty high at the moment because my dad is visiting his parents for Mother's Day, which is today. I did have a chance to call my mom earlier and talk to her. And after he visits with his mom, he's going to drive down here from Pennsylvania, and he's got my dog Valerie with him. So I'm very, very excited for Valerie to come down. And we booked a room in Bland, Virginia. And I'm going to be doing some slack packing out of that room. My dad's going to be my mule, my helper. So that'll be pretty awesome to have him there and to bring my dog out and give her a chance to explore the trail. As you can imagine, it was a difficult decision not to bring her out here. And I've been out here for a couple months without her. But at the time, it felt like the best decision. I don't regret it, but I do miss her a lot, and it's going to be fun to share that with her. You know, she'll have no idea what's going on, but she might be catching on by the end. In any case, I'm probably a little less than halfway through my hike today. Marion is about a 6-mile hitch to get into town from the gap where we come out, so I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to get there yet. Might stick out my thumb, might get in contact with one of the hostels or something, but the word of the day is save, as in money. So I'm going to try to save money and probably post up somewhere that's not going to cost me more than, you know, $20 at the most, which might mean sleeping in my tent near town or just going into town and resupplying and then getting back on the trail because it looks like weather's going to open up. So my phone's getting pretty wet. I'm going to put it away. Again, sorry for the awkward angle. Just trying to keep my phone safe because I count on it. But yeah, that's pretty much the update. I'm past mile 520 by about probably 7 or 8 miles, so mile 528 or so. And yeah, good things are happening. Feeling good. So we're gonna keep trucking. Check in with you guys another time. everybody. Let's see, I think today's day 57. It's kind of sad, I can't really keep track anymore. And we are still in Virginia, no big surprise there. We hiked past Marion yesterday, as tempting as it was to go check out the Walmart there. I hiked past it because I decided I have enough food, and we're just a few miles outside of Atkins. And there's a restaurant called The Barn, which is apparently good portions of food, good prices. They treat hikers right. So that's where I'm headed. Today we've gotten a lot of this type of stuff. Just nice lazy streams, rivers, whatever you want to call them, running through and having to ford them. Try to keep my feet relatively dry. We got a little bit of rain this morning for about an hour. It was coming down pretty good, but the last 2 or 3 day front that was coming through seems to have cleared out, and it looks like we're gonna have a few days of just some nice weather. So it's good news, and it's not hot either. It's gonna be sunny, but it's gonna be in like the 60s, low to mid 60s. So perfect hiking weather. Yeah, I mean, I would say things are overall going pretty well. I had, I looked fairly deliberately, but you don't have the luxury every night of having good service. And last night where I camped, I had good enough service that I was able to stream Game of Thrones, the latest episode, on my phone. So I guess by the time I post this video, there won't be any risk of putting any spoilers out there, but let's just say I'm stoked on the episodes. I think it's been good. I've enjoyed it. Of course, it's not without its flaws, but the quality of television that we get nowadays is just incredible. So it's been fun to watch and follow along with. And yeah, besides that, just a few miles out from a good solid meal. And tomorrow is the day that I'll be reuniting with my girl Valerie for a little bit and having her come out here and hiking the trail with me. She always used to kick my butt when it came to hiking. So we'll see if maybe this time I can't turn the tables on her, but she'll probably do a good job. I'm gonna put a pack on her and have her carry a few things, but nothing crazy. We're not gonna work her too hard because she hasn't been out here doing this for 2 months. But she'll get 3 or 4 days of hiking with me, which is gonna be awesome. So yeah, I think we're also including the 0 days I've taken, minus the 5-day trip to Minneapolis. Because if you count that, it's actually day 62. But since I was off trail and there was nothing I could do to cover miles, like I think I mentioned this a few days ago, I'm not counting those days, even though they'll count on the calendar. And in the end, I'll probably be counting it or playing around with the numbers and seeing how it affects my miles. But the reason I brought it up is because for a long time I've been hovering around an 8-mile average, and in the past probably 3 weeks or so I've been steadily increasing that, and we're coming up on 10 miles now. So within the next few days, if I had to guess, I'll probably hit that 10-mile average. And I'm thinking by the end of this trip, I'm hoping to have like a 13 or 14 mile average. So, continually bigger days, at least until we get to some of the more difficult sections. Because without a doubt, there'll be some hard ones. You hear everybody talk about the whites, but there'll be hard sections before the whites, before New England for that matter, because there always are. But yeah, so things are going good. It's a beautiful day. And yeah, we're cruising. So I'll check in with you guys when something else happens. What's up, guys? It is day 58 and we're at mile 565, and I just kind of threw this look together. I think as my hair is getting longer, I'm starting to get more options here with what style I want to roll with. So of course I've waxed my stash and curled it, and tried to clean up my beard a little bit because my lady is going to be here pretty soon. My dad and my doggy are going to be showing up, so of course I got to be dressed to my best. So we hiked about 12 miles today, and we're waiting at some obscure highway. It might be 625, somewhere here in Virginia. It's a dirt road, nothing fancy. And yeah, my dad should be showing up. I sent him the exact location on maps when I had service. Now I don't have service, so just hoping that he's on his way and he knows where he's going. So I don't think that should be a problem. Hopefully. It's getting around time. I mean, he's within the hour or so. So I'm just biding my time, listening to music, getting ready, got the anticipation. Excited to see my girl and see my dad and go post up in a motel for a few nights and do some slack packing. Cover some big miles. All right, guys. Day 58 is success. We're coming up on that 10-mile average. 565 in 58 days.
For some reason, these are the times that I feel like badass.
This is when I feel most like a hiker.
Yep. It's dope. Well, good morning, everybody. It is day 61, and we are currently crossing over Route 77 on the bridge in Virginia. And Valerie is still here. And the big news of yesterday, but first I'm getting around to telling you about it today, is that I have decided to try to make it work with Val out here on the trail with me. So we're gonna give it the old college try, keep her out here, and see how she does. It's gonna be a man and his dog going forward. So not only is it a man and his red beard, but it's also a man and his red dog. We're totally matching. Gonna get some great pics. But yeah, so on a more serious note, it's gonna be another responsibility, but the weather is getting better. I'm feeling more confident in my ability as a backpacker. And after having Val out here for a few days, I feel confident in her ability to adjust to the workload I'm throwing at her, and to be able to pick this up and get pretty proficient at doing it. You know, when I got my dog 5 years ago now, I told myself I was gonna bring her everywhere I possibly could. And now we know that includes the Appalachian Trail. So it's gonna be fun. And perfect timing. We're at the trailhead going back into the woods, so I'll check in with you guys later. Peace.